Hey, welcome back, my fellow humble investors. It's me, E.T. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a self-taught investor who likes to talk about stock, increasing one's net worth. And in particular, I love talking about Humbl. Now, today's video, we're going to cover a lot. We're going to revisit first quarter's revenue. I want to talk a little bit about that. We're going to look at the winning bids for the NFT Gallery auction that happened last week. It was a total of 9 collectibles. We'll take a look at what was the final price on those auctions. Also, we're going to take a look at the price action. Yes. And I'm going to talk and just real quick on my EXT performance for last week. Not looking good, but hey, we're going to give it time. So let's go ahead and take a look. Hey, I want to revisit the first quarter earnings, not all of it, just a certain part of it. And the reason why is because we're in the second month. We're just finishing the second month of the second quarter. So all we got to do now is get through the month of June. After June, second quarter is over with, and sometime in July, maybe August, we'll get the results of the second quarter. And I have no doubt whatsoever that the second quarter, we're going to blow away the first quarter. And that's going to do well, extremely well for the company. Let's review real quick the first quarter revenue, and then I'll give you my thesis as to why this second quarter should be a runaway, blow away quarter. All right, first quarter revenue was $156,260. Now, the breakdown so far is mobile pay for the first quarter netted us 0 revenue. However, we already know that ticketing, and I believe it was for a 30-day period, they reached $1 million in revenues threshold, and chances are, I believe that was in April. So think about it: April, May, June. If each month can generate $1 million, that's $3 million of revenue that's being generated in mobile pay, which generated 0 in the first quarter. So, but also they said after the quarter that the merchants, we had at 13K, we added active users of 30K. So once that peer-to-peer really gets up and running, this here is going to generate more money just out of mobile pay. So mobile pay by itself is going to tremendously increase our revenue compared to the first quarter. But also, let's take a look at the marketplace. The marketplace generated 99% of the revenue in the first quarter, $154,104. Now, we already know that was coming from the studios and the X Shop. However, the NFT Gallery was launched and opened on I believe it's the 21st of May. And when they did that, they had a total of 9 NFT collections, or collectibles, or photos. And these were strictly just photos, a total of 9. That generated 26K. Now, how much of that 26K is going to actually come to Humbl as revenue? That I don't know. But that's what they sold for. The winning bids on all 9 of those came out to 26K, a little bit over that. And when we get to the slides, I'll go over each one individually and let you know exactly what the winning bid price was. Now, financials, EXTs, generated $2,156. Now, we already know that after the first quarter, the EXT added 7,500 new users. That 7,500 new users at $5 per month is going to generate at least $37,500 per month. You look at 3 months there, you're looking at over $100,000 there. So we know that this number is going to drastically increase. So the bottom line, when we start looking at comparing first quarter to second quarters, our earnings are going to drastically increase. That's going to catch a lot of attention. Um, what these increased earnings will do for us, the owners, the shareholders of Humbl. Number one, it should increase our share price. It should raise the support level of our share price. It's going to also reduce, and if the price of the stock starts to go up because of increased earnings and everybody's starting to understand and realize what this company is about, that's going to also reduce our chance of a reverse split. Reverse split is always going to be a threat at the current prices of where we're currently at, especially if we want to uplist to the NASDAQ. And by increased earnings, by having an increased price of the stock, reducing our chances of a reverse split, chances are we're going to be that much more closer to also uplisting with the NASDAQ. If you look at the requirements for the NASDAQ, we meet all the requirements with the exception of about two. And that is having at least two market makers. But trust me, when the price increase, the earning is blowout and it looks like it's going to be that quarter after quarter after quarter, we'll get the market makers. That's not going to be a problem. But we have to have a support. We're going to have to be running above $3 a share. All right, and $3 a share should be at the bare minimum our support. Anything above that, that's going to increase our chances, and we should be able to get uplisted that much faster. Now, understand, it's not an overnight process. It's going to take a while, but we're definitely on that path. It's also going to bring in more investors. You know, increase awareness. People are going to start talking. The more talking and awareness out there, the more people are going to invest. Other than us diamond hands who've been with the company for a while now. It's also going to reduce the short attacks. As they can see that, hey, this company is growing exponentially, quarter after quarter, you know, it's going to be less likelihood that those shorts are going to have something to really go after. Now, they'll make up stories and so forth, but hey, that's what they do. But we'll reduce the number of shorts out there. We'll reduce that short attack. And the bottom line is, with these improved earnings, all that's going to do is just solidify us diamond hands investors and let us know that, hey, we chose a good company to invest in, to be a part of, for the long term. All right. So let's take a look at the slides, go over the price actions. I also want to go over those NFT winning bids individually, as well as show you guys how I'm doing when it comes to my EXT for last week. So let's take a look. Hey, Humble Nation, I need you guys to do me a really big favor. Make sure that you hit that like, subscribe, and notification buttons. That'll really help out the channel. Thanks a lot. Yes, the NFT gallery is now open for bidding. That's for doggone sure. Let's take a look at the winning bids for last week. Gwen Stefani, winning bid was $1,630. One unit was sold. So what we're going to do at the bottom, if you look, I'll keep a running total. So at the very end, we'll see the grand total for this. Morgan Freeman, this one here, it says that a unit was sold, but it doesn't talk about a winning bid. It doesn't give an amount or anything. So I'm not going to add anything to that. Hopefully they'll update this. Now this one here is Diplo. They had 5 edition. It looks like one of them sold. One of them did sell. I went and checked for $2,100, but there it shows units sold 0. So, and I noticed that on a few of them like that. So I I can't explain that. But $2,100 winning bid brings our total to 3,730. Sharon Stone, winning bid of $960. Here it says units sold 2. But when you look at the auction history, you can only see 1. So I don't know where the two's at. I don't know if I can't figure it out. So I'm only giving them credit for the winning bid amount of $960. That brings us up to $4,690. Red Hot Chili Peppers winning bid almost $5,000, $4,999. Once again, it says units sold 0, but it's showing a winning bid. When you look at the history, it shows a winning bid and who it was. So I'm adding that, and that brings our total to $9,689. Clint Eastwood, winning bid of $9,600. That brings our total to $19,289. Panic at the Disco. All right, here is showing 5 editions, and it looks like the 4th edition of the 5 sold for $500. I checked the other 4; they did not sell. So that brings our total to 19,789. Jordan Peele, 750. Once again, I'm confused about this unit sold being 0 when everything looks like a unit was sold. But that brings our total to 20,539. Kim Kardashian, I believe this is our last one. It is. Winning bid of $6,020. 1 unit was sold. Grand total of 26,559. And that's for 9 of the collection, art collections that they had an auction for last week. So not bad. And that's just for photos. Appears to be a great source of revenue. Hopefully it's not a fad. Even if it's a fad, let's take advantage of it while it's popular. All right, so let's take a look at the price history for Humbl for last week. All right, here we go. We see that on Friday. Well, last week. Let's just go over this real quick. We see on Friday it opened at $1.41 and closed at 148, 8% move. But also, when you look at that 5-day graph chart, you see that the lowest was at the beginning of the week for 84 and a half, might as well say 85 cents, and then the high is 156. Every day last week, all 5 days last week was a green day. And remember that following Friday, which was the 21st, was also a green day. So we had 6 consecutive green days. So good job. If you look at the volume for Friday, the average 10-day volume was over 12 million. We did 15 million on Friday. And a lot of that was combating the shorts. Now, here's the trend line, the 5-day trend line. It's about time we see a trend line like this, moving in an upward position, moving in an upward direction. So nice trend line. Hopefully we can duplicate that this coming week as well. Now, this is a side-by-side of Humbl and Forwardly. Like I said, Forwardly is an indirect play on Humbl because whatever happens with Humbl, you're going to see it's going to happen with Forwardly. Forwardly, you can see looking at their 5-day chart, their low is at 12, almost 13 cents, and the high was 24 cents. So almost a double within a week. Let's take a look at the short volume ratio. On Friday, the short volume was 0.46.
bottom line on that, there, you definitely looks like we were fighting off the shorts on Friday. Uh, and if you just look over the last month, you see where the short have their attack, and we've been, especially last week, we basically been fighting them off and really putting them, doing the short squeeze. And the beauty with the short squeeze is that as the stock starts to rise up, they're losing money. So a lot of them will have to actually sell for a loss. They actually have to, in order to close out their position, they would actually have to go out and buy the stock, which is further going to help drive up the price of the stock. So it is not working in their favor. It was definitely evident last week. Hopefully, we can have this trend continues. Provided, I mean, if they continue to attack, let's go ahead and play defense and also play some offense on them. This here is a line report. As we can see, Humbl still within the last 72 hours, we are the most searched stock out there. This is definitely a on a consistent basis here. Here is my position currently within Humbl. Um, I am currently down 39% in Humbl and down 24% in Forwardly. I put a caption of last week. 1 week ago, I was down 66% in Humbl and 56% in Forwardly. It's amazing what a price correction can do within a week. Here is my ETX for last week. As you can see, block 3 is down 27%. Block 5 is down 21%. Uh, Here is a chart of the weekly performance. Started off with $1,000, as you can see. Looks like for about 3 weeks there, it trended up. Then all of a sudden, it's a downtrend, and a lot of this has to do with the bear market we're experiencing now when it comes to crypto investments. That's where we're at right now. This here is a 3-month experiment. I'll really make a hard line assessment and decide what I'm going to do at the end of July.
All right, my humble investors, we had a great week for Humbl stock. Outstanding week. The way to put the squeeze on those shorters. I love it. But we didn't have a good week when it came to crypto and cryptocurrency. As a result, the EXT performance for last week took another hit. But hey, it's an experiment. We'll see exactly what happens at the end. Even if the crypto market stays in this bear trend, I just want to see how it performs at the end of this experiment, which is the end of July, against, let's see what I have invested in Robinhood, but also how it compares to the overall performance of those individual cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. So we'll see. We'll make the assessment then. We're just going to continue to roll with it and report on it every week. With all that being said, guys, I appreciate you so much, and looking forward to having another great week when it comes to the stock. I hope the ETX improve for this coming week, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey guys, thanks a lot. Really appreciate you guys, and I will see you next Sunday, if not sooner.